Simon Robinson here with Rudy Baum of c&en. Rudy, you were telling me on the way over that inherently safer technology legislation is maybe more nuanced than people are saying?
Well, not as nuanced as I think it's going to have to become. You know, there's a lot of overheated rhetoric, Simon, on both sides of this issue. It's a critical issue. The activists who tend to know very little about chemistry or the chemical process technologies would have you believe that you can and should take anything that's toxic and replace it with something that's either not toxic or not very toxic at all. The chemical manufacturers, on the other hand, would have you believe that all of their processes are about as safe as they possibly can be, and that any implication, any use of inherently safer technology would result in the loss of products, the loss of jobs, and basically more unsafe practices. Neither of those is exactly a tenable position.
A lot of the legislation seems to insist that people should have the right to know what's happening in chemical plants.
It's not so much the right to know what's happening. It's more along the lines of an imposition of IST, inherently safer technology. What the chemical companies worry about is that this is going to be done in a very ham-handed fashion by giving government bureaucrats the ability to come in to tell them how to run their plants when they know nothing about those operations.
So what's the answer?
Well, I think the answer is that it is a nuanced issue. The American Chemical Society, which publishes chemical and engineering news, has a position policy statement on it, and it is about a 3-page document, and it is a very nuanced document. It recognizes that the people who run chemical plants really do know what they're doing and do know how to, make their plants safe. They have a great deal of interest in running a safe plant. On the other hand, the manufacturers are going to have to recognize that the public has a right to know what's going on in a plant at a given time, and to know that it is being run in the most safe way possible. I think basically that the Senate legislation that's going to be merged with the House legislation that reaches President Obama's desk, because this is going to have to be done. See, the chemical facilities anti-terrorism standards are going to have to be passed, is going to strike a good balance between IST and good chemical process technology.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.